So in my last video, I showed you how to make a before and after video for Instagram stories. At the beginning of that tutorial, I had the video sit within the outline of a phone, so it looked like you were watching the whole phone like this. I had a few of you ask how I did this, so in this tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly that. My name is Josh, and before we get started, let me know in the comments below what you'll be using this technique for. So we often show screen recordings or screenshots from our phone in YouTube videos like this one. It's a great way to showcase your work or to share your content from other social media platforms. Also, the vast majority of people watch and search for things on their phone these days, so it makes sense to present this sort of content from the perspective of a phone. We'll start off by making a screen recording of what we want to showcase. In this case, I'll be using my Instagram feed as an example. I'll show you a quick way to do this, and then we'll download a PNG image of a phone and take both of these into Premiere to create the final effect. Although we're using Premiere for this tutorial, the principles will be the same for whatever software you use, so don't worry if you use another program. So first of all, we'll need a screen recording to use. Now pretty much all phones have a screen record function built in, but sometimes that functionality is hidden away. If you have an iPhone and haven't already activated this function, you'll need to go into Settings, then Control Center, and More Controls. Then tap the plus button next to screen recording, swipe up from the bottom, and now in the menu you'll have the option to record. Now if we hit the record button, we can record whatever screen recording we want. So I'm going to open Instagram and take a recording of my feed. Okay, now I've got the video I want to use. That video should then be saved with your photos, so then transfer that over to your computer using AirDrop or whatever method you like. Next we'll need the actual outline image of a phone. It makes sense to use the image of the actual phone you use, as this will mean you don't need to mess around with the aspect ratio of the recording. It's best to use the same phone or at least one with the same size of screen. So in my case, I'm going to use an iPhone SE, so let's jump over to the computer and search for the PNG image. So now if we search for the phone image in a PNG format, it's important that we download the image as a PNG, as this is a file type with a transparent background, which we'll need. If you're interested in making your own phone screen PNG, check out my video on making the background of logos transparent. Anyway, here's the photo I'll need, so I'll download that. This PNG has a black phone screen, but it doesn't matter what is on the screen of the phone in the image, as we're going to be covering that up with our screen recording anyway. Okay, so now we have all we need. We're going to open up the project that we want to add the screen recording to, or you can just open up a new project if you like. So first off, import your footage in phone outline. I'm going to rename the downloaded image just now, just to keep it tidy. Then you drag the PNG of the phone above the talking head portion of your video. Or if you don't have that yet, just add this as the first clip. Now as it's a PNG file, you'll see only the image of the phone without the background. This is why we need the image we downloaded to be a PNG. I'm going to hide the talking head portion of the video just now, so we have a blank canvas to work with. Next, if we take our screen recording and drag this onto the layer above the image, now we need to scale the screen recording to fit inside the phone outline. So if we select the screen recording, then go to Scale in the Effects Control panel and reduce this to fit inside the outline. That looks about right. If you need to, you can also move the position of the video around to fit, or you could scale the actual phone outline up or down too. So that's looking good. Now if we extend the length of the image so it's the same length as the screen recording, we can combine these clips together so that we can treat them as one element, moving them and scaling them simultaneously. To do this, we'll select both the clips by either dragging over them both or clicking the first one, then while holding down the Shift key, selecting the second. Then if we right click on the selected clips and then click on Nest, we'll name this phone recording and hit OK. Now these clips are merged, we can move and scale them as we please. So I'm going to make my original footage visible again, and then position the phone recording where I want it. You do this in the Effects Control panel for your new nested clip. Okay, that looks good. Last thing I'm going to do is trim the phone recording to where I want it to start. About here will do. And then do the same for the end. About here will do for that. And that's it. There you have a cleaner, more professional looking way to showcase your screen recordings. If you found this video helpful, a like would be much appreciated as it helps the channel out. And if you're after more photography and filmmaking tutorials, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.